All hail the Clicks crew! Alright guys, today we are taking a look at a ROC monthly map. This is the Widow Maker's Lair, and this is for April 2020, so I think this is going to be pretty cool. Special thanks to Realms Open Championship for letting me look at this ahead of time. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it. I think it's a pretty interesting map, so here we go. Alright, so here we are. We're taking a look at the map, and just for orientation purposes, the left side here is the lettered side, the bottom side here is the number side, and that's it, so that we know when I say those terms, and then the top is the top, the bottom is the bottom, left, right. Okay, so some cool stuff about this map. I like it has a few different types of terrain. It is an outdoor map, so there is that to consider when selecting this if you want to use this for a map. There is a square of blocking in the starting area on the lettered side, so that's something to consider when selecting starting areas. There is water terrain, which for certain figures could be really good. I've got a little bit right there, a little bit right here. So yeah, as you can see, you got your water terrain there. You do have some hindering terrain, but I wouldn't say a lot. So if I had a stealth needing team or something like that, would not be worrying about this whatsoever. Now that we did that, let's go ahead and take a look at all the blocking terrain that we have here. We've got just a ton of it. You've got like this great big long thing here. You've got some blocking terrain here. A nice little kind of like an alcove type thing. You've got some cool stuff here that you can tuck back up into. And then yeah, so as you can see with these outlines, like there's a lot of cool shapes for blocking terrain. And then you've got just some regular couple squares of blocking terrain and stuff like that. So there's some really cool shapes for the blocking terrain that you can really choke off to make it so that your opponent will have some difficulties getting to you. So you figure if you wanted to block the middle, you could realistically put some barrier there, and then 2 squares of barrier there. And then there you go, you've got another one there, so they're all connected. So one barrier can block off the entire center of the map. Now, obviously this is depending on what your opponent has. They might have, destroys blocking or something like that. You can block off basically the whole right side of the map with a well-placed single barrier there. You can block off a decent portion of the left side or the top of the map with 2 pieces of blocking there. So you figure if you wanted to, if you had a 1 barrier figure and a figure that could make, we'll say for free, because there's a lot of them floating around right now, a free 1 square of barrier terrain, you can shut down all approach angles except for this one for your opponent. And then at that point, you just leave your team chill down here or something like that, so that when they come down this way, they don't have anywhere to go except for either all the way down into what I'm sure is going to be some kind of kill box type thing, or they can kind of hunker down in here, but then they're left with the same option of needing to destroy a piece of blocking terrain to get to you. And then at that point, they're still pretty close. If they move in here, depending on where you had your team, if you had your team up here, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need like a 9 movement to get to there, which on most competitive teams you'd be able to do to get to them. So this is a very choked off map, and I like it a lot because of that. So this is something I'm a big fan of. So I am for sure going to be hunting this one down. So check out, I believe you can get these at gamermats.com. They don't sponsor the channel or anything like that. This is just for the ROC that I do this stuff, and they grant me the ability to look at them ahead of time. I believe they're $29.95, $99 shipped, and they're the nice neoprene maps. So yeah, that stuff's all really cool. And yeah, so you guys let me know what you think of this map in the comments below. I definitely think this is going to be a good one for barrier teams or stall kind of turtley type teams. So, you know, if you win map roll, you know, you'd prefer to be on this side, but if your opponent's smart, they're not going to give you that side. They're going to make you come over here, but then you're still able to cut off basically everything still from the outside if you're a barrier team. So you're not really getting hosed. Whether you, if you win map roll, you're not getting hosed no matter what your opponent really does, but it does give you more things that you're able to do if you're able to be on the inside. You're able to kind of ambush them a little bit more. But yeah, so you guys let me know what you think of this map in the comments below. Like I was going to say before I mentioned that, I always enjoy reading that stuff. Thank you again to Realms Open Championship for allowing me to take a look at this map. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. As always, please remember that it's uncritical miss if you don't have probability control.